Hello, hello. It's Racer here, and we're gonna get out of that. We're gonna get a copyright strike. Um, yeah, so it is update day, and we are Gran Turismo. So it is 1.52 trailer. Good evening, and welcome to the stream. And so this might not be that quick of a stream. I hope to try to cap this at 30 minutes or so. Um, so we've been waiting over 2 months for this update, and so here we go. So yeah, we've been waiting over 2 months for this update since the Eiger Nordwinds, which was actually update 1.49. Which added 6 cars and a track and a physics update. So yeah, we have new physics here also apparently. So I don't think it's going to let me show this because it's copyrighted. So we'll have to back out of that to go to the um, patch. So here we go. There's the 3 cars. Everybody's already done this. It's nothing new. Some of the better commentators, Tidgeny, Kirith, and Key, and other guys have already done most of this stuff. So yeah, the final edition of the GTR R35, Spec T, I think, the Evo 8. And a Hi-Ace, Toyota Hi-Ace. So here's the Mitsubishi Evo 8 MR. So it's the like higher spec version of it. And again, I thought my friend had an Evo 8. I think he had a 9. I can't remember. So yeah, he had a silver one. And then it's the final GTR. So I guess he'll come out with an R36, I guess, at some point. So good looking. That's a nice looking color. And we'll go through all of them. There's the Hi-Ace, which is the base model of the ambulance that they delivered, a while back. So it's a cargo van. We'll look at it some more in depth. So let's go to the cafe and the map and all that stuff. So sport mode, get our 2 million credits. Maybe we'll need them. Highly unlikely, but yeah, there it is. Ugh, that did not do well on that one. Yeah, and there's the one I did do well on. Got the 2 million of that one. Yeah, and then we only have the new one here, so we'll hop on there and maybe do it. Sprint circuit, so when we buy the car. Hey, hello everyone. Hey, Richie. Yeah, everything's going well, man. Yeah, it's been a while since we've been been on, and let's see if there's any legend cards before we spend a bunch of money. Hey, JD, still at work, I know. They added the 190E back, which we already have 2 of those. Nothing else is interesting. So. And how did the when you did? It wasn't like a prologue with EDTM. So quick look. Everybody was driving the Subaru when I jumped on. Full lobby. So I think I got the Evo. Was in the used car lot too. Yeah, there it is in the used car lot. It's and some other cars. All right, so we're gonna go right in and get the all right, so Brand Central. So, and then we'll read the patch notes too. So all the cars are over here. There's the Toyota, the Hi-Ace. So there's the Hi-Medic, which was free, and 25,000 for this one. So 5 colors. If you really want to look like a work, it's a car, it's a passenger van, which is really weird. But we'll buy it, and I think we'll buy the light yellow. It's the most color. Oh, you can check to see the new drivers. Yeah, it did. Boo, regular. Yeah, so. Yeah, we'll get in it. We'll take a look at it. We'll come back to buy the other cars. Yeah, you want one of those key vans. So let's go to GT Auto and see what we can do with this thing. I know you can do an engine swap, put a lot of horsepower in this thing. Let's see what the custom parts are. So you can look, a whole different grill, several different faces. I think that one looks good. Kind of looks angry. I think that looks sad. I say it looks happy. It's kind of, that looks mean. That looks retarded or touched anyway. So you can do on sides. You can change. You could put mud flaps on it and little window vents. And change the windows. Okay, from standard. All right, rear. You can change the bumpers to a step bumper to a non-step bumper. A wing. You put a little wing on it. Some little wing madoohickeys. Oh, racing items. Look at a roll cage in it. Freaking roll cage. At least they take the seats out when you put a roll cage in it, though. Yeah, and that's got no. Yeah. It's got no seats, which is kind of interesting. Tow hook. Other parts. Front grille. So you can change the mirrors. I guess, yeah. Where's the other change? Maybe it's the back. I don't see where the change is. Oh, so the door handle, the little interior handles on the antenna on the driver's side pillar. Alright, that's that for that. So there's some things you can do to it, make it different. Well, it's not a BMW though. What, JD? It's not a BMW. Come on. Alright, so those are the things you can do with one of the new vehicles. Alright, so let's go in and buy the other ones. I'm sure there's not a lot you're probably going to be able to do with the GTR. Let's just go and get the GTR. And it's actually, which is kind of weird, the Nismo is like a very high performance GTR. And the last version, which is just a standard, it's premium spec, edition T spec. So premium edition T spec. So I guess this is final edition. So, alright. 200K, 6 colors. Midnight purple, which will probably get in midnight purple. All colors look pretty good. I think that's the color to get it in. I mean, you got nothing else to spend our money on. Alright. See, the game is terribly unrealistic. All turn circles work in the beamers. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Or bimmers, I should say. It has a nice front splitter. Okay, let's take a look. The fog lights are kind of interesting. Yes, we want to get into it. We'll probably drive this. Let's go down to GT Auto. So unfortunately, you can't use GTR liveries you've already created because they would just go right over it. So custom parts front. Okay, so the splitters are pretty much the same. I mean, the ones I usually put on there. Side skirts, the same kind of side skirts. Rear valance, or so just one. Wing, no wing, which is that's kind of weird. That's a I forget the kind of wing that's called. That's actually kind of cool wing, kind of like that. That actually does look really cool, kind of like a Liberty Walk wing. What do they call it? Like what the kick? It's a certain style of wing. It's like street speed or something. All right, racing items. That stuff is any. It's all the same. Other parts. License plate. Get rid of the license plate. I hate front license plates. Front grille. So you can. Oh, that must be what you're talking about. Now you put a chicken on. Yeah, you can block it off. That's very not good for your coolant. Type A. So you can remove the GTR badge for 1,500 credits. So, I don't know why they haven't given us the Group 4 Z400. So that's pretty cool. Nice car. 10 out of 10 would put a chicken on it. Alright, last car. Which we'll buy a new one versus the old one so we can pick our color. I think it's only like 4 or 5 colors. Yeah, 4 colors. Maybe silver or white. Maybe white. 80, so you're saving about 17,000 credits buying a used one. Well, JD, it wouldn't take that much work because the base car is already in there. The only thing that they have to change, and I learned this from making my GT4 version of the base car, the only thing that they need to change to make the GT4 version of the Z400 is the front fascia and the hood, because the hood has a vent on it, kind of like that you see on this Mitsubishi. It has an actual vent, and the front fascia is different. It's actually got a bigger lower opening. So, but the base car is already there. I mean, when I look at mine, the one that I made with the Flying Lizards livery that they run in SRO GT America, it looks the same. It looks exactly like it's supposed to. And you actually made me decals for that car, so thank you very much. Yeah, it's definitely polyphony. They definitely don't do anything with any logic. I really don't. It's mind-boggling to me. So they still have car invitations. They didn't change any of that. We'll go and look at the patch notes, which I think most people have already gone over. Do our usual. Yeah, they've missed. I mean, McLaren's into another car. I mean, they've already used a 570, and now they're on to the Altera. I think it's the Emira, the Lotus Emira, and the McLaren Altera. So yeah, they are way behind on McLarens. They're way behind on almost. There's so many European cars and so many American cars they're way behind on. I mean, they haven't. I mean, the last American cars that they've added have all been classics, like Corvettes, a Camaro, a Chevelle. I can't remember the Ford. I don't know the last time they added a Ford. But yeah, there's Dodge. Dodge doesn't really have anything anyway. The only current cars that are real race cars that are in Gran Turismo right now, JD, they do have the 2020 Evo AMG. Um, they have that one, the Big Mouth, which is a really good car. They have the Audi R8, the current Evo, and you can make it an Evo 2 just by changing the rear wing. So they have those two cars. Um, they still do currently still race the RCF, so that's a current car. After that, there's nothing. There's no car that's current except for maybe the Toyota GR010. So that's the front. Well, that's a cool front fascia. That looks pretty cool. Side skirts usually standard side skirts. Rear balances. Yeah, crazy. Bit off the top wings. Yeah, they're good. So this is a new thing for them. This is this low street speed wing. I wonder if that's going to be if it's available on any other cars. So yeah. And racing items, just same old stuff. Front grille. That's one's got a little bit of a reinforcement. Little intercooler scoop. You can't zoom. I think you have to keep the license plate to the side like that. It's just the way it's going to be. So, yeah, it's not a bad car. Yeah. There's no Pugs, no Ferraris, no. The RSR is still fairly relevant because it's the RSR is a better car, I think, still than the GT3R, but it's close. It's really close. I mean, the new GT3 Porsche is way better than the old GT3 Porsche. So, yeah, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So let's go back to patch notes. There's the notice. So update cars. The 3 cars we just went over, and there's a new color selection. So they must have added the current WEC livery or something. And World Circuits, events, Evolution meetings, GT Cup. So St. Croix, GTR, Monza is for the Evos, Tokyo for a Sunday Cup, and Kyoto for Evolution. And Sophie is available on 2 more tracks, Brands Hatch and Dragon Trail Seaside, not Gardens. And it's probably only, and of course it's a PS5 version. I don't know who, you should have a PS5 by now. The PS4 does not really offer you anything. A new menu book, and which we probably get because we just bought them. And the Audi collection, so, and some new interactions in the cafe. Nissan's got some new stuff, and engine swaps, which I have so many engines that I don't swap any of them. And Chicago. I wonder if you get shot at if you take pictures. If that's, people run around getting shot. Yeah, you want your Pug, you're gonna have to get Le Mans Ultimate. I think, JD, you should probably just go there. You already have a beast of a PC. I would just get that. So, and then the ABS control, turning brake assist feature linked. Alright, and steering. So, so yeah, see that this is one of the things that Tigeny went over, is if you're on low torque settings, which if you have a steering wheel that does not have a real metal quick release, your direct drive wheels will go into low torque mode. And it looks like they force you to change the settings. And then, yeah, so, oh yeah, one of the best tracks I've ever had at Eiger Nordwand. Terrible track. So, let's go to cafe. We'll scoop up in the menu book. Evolution meeting. Oh, okay. So I have to for a 4-star roulette ticket. That's a bit ridiculous. You got to do 3 races. Ugh. That's not even done for me. And then what did you get for Audi? Is it 6-star? Oh yeah, 6-star. So, oh yeah, I don't have that. It's not for sale either. At the Pikes Peak Audi or whatever it is. Uh-oh. Yeah. Low battery. Let's switch controllers. Alright, switch controllers. So yeah. We can do some try to do the there's not a lot to do here. Let's try the new time trial. My son started playing Gran Turismo, so my seat's always jammed up closer to the wheel. Alright, let's try this. Select from garage. Oh, we're going to need sports mediums. I don't think you can have any, nope, yeah, no, that's it. Alright. Alright, let's go. Do a few laps and then I'll probably cut the stream off. I don't want to have, you know, like, I'll I'll interject my, opinions, as I usually do. Oh, cool. Just retry or revalidate that. Feels... Yeah, I think the cars are pretty cool. I mean, they do add the content. I definitely express my opinion. The cars are, as nice as they are useless. They do fill holes. Gran Turismo just feels like they need to add these cars because, you know, there's not enough GTRs and not enough Evos. Oh god, this car's fast. So I don't see any need for this car. I mean, why don't they add the GTT? They're gonna add a bunch of Skylines. Just add the non-GTR Skylines. I mean, some more people in America are starting to get those because they are 25 years old. They can just start adding those cars. I mean, Mitsubishi. Why don't they add the Eclipse? A lot of people in America bought Eclipse. But why don't you add a standard Lancer or a Mirage or something? The last time they gave us a modern race car It's been a while. I mean, I think the last one they gave us was the AMG. They did give us the rally car. And they did give us the GT1, which was awesome. Very interesting car. But I will tell you, there's LMP2s. There's all kinds of hypercars. I mean, World Endurance Championship and IMSA are using a whole new top premier class of car, and there's not one in the game except for the Toyota, which has been in the game, I think, since launch. So yeah, it's so many missed opportunities, and it just makes people wonder what Polyphony is doing. The track that they added is one-dimensional. It's pretty short. It's not a good track for racing race cars on, except for maybe rally cars. So. Definitely, typical missed opportunities. People waited a long time for this, and I guess, oh yeah, they gave us so many vehicles the last update. Oh yeah, they did. They gave us a fake car, the VGT, which was a Group 1. I mean, they did give you a race car, and not really. This doesn't feel bad. It would use better with a brake balance. Prayers go out to everybody in North Carolina and Tennessee and Georgia that experiencing incredible devastation with Hurricane Helene. If you want to do something to help those people, I suggest donating to like Salvation Army. Blew it. That car didn't feel bad. Feels like it needs more brakes. And it has pretty good brakes. I mean, the real car does have really good brakes. I'll probably put Brembos. So, Nissans. Touched a cone. No touching. Okay, so. Alright. That car doesn't feel bad. Not bad. Not a bad car at all. I'm gonna say these cars are modeled pretty well. Wow. Way down. Way down. So. Got a lot of work to do. Yeah. I think that it was GT Sport. It was delivered to there. It was a carryover. The hypercar, Toyota hypercar. Um, oh well, okay. But yeah, you're starting to see some 30 R33s and R34s. Um, uh, they're still expensive. They're still incredibly expensive. I mean, they're expensive in Japan, even though the yen is weak right now versus the dollar. It's the perfect time to buy one if you have. I think still if you have like $100,000, 150. I think yeah, you could probably get a 33. I think the 33 looks better, even though the 34 is probably a little bit more um, aggressive looking. I think the 33 is better. It's a better looking car. Um, but yeah, if I had some, some lottery winnings, I'd probably get one, uh, or a Sylvia. Sylvia, but my son really wants a Sylvia. He's begging for a Sylvia. It's like, oh, yeah, you can get one for. I think they're like under $20,000. Um, uh, I could be wrong, but I think they're after you import them. I think it costs like uh, I'm not sure. I want to say like $1,000 just to get it brought over and containered, but it's probably way off. So it could be a lot more. But yeah, it's the influx of all these Japanese cars. They're gonna be all over the place, crashing and stuff. But so yeah, they need to do. Make it. I still play this game. I play it almost every day. I do still play it. Don't I have my opinion about it? It is still replayable. It still does offer a lot of reasons to come back. I mean, between all the things that they added between the weekly challenges and the time trials, sport mode um, is still pretty horrendous. I think the physics are still they're better than they were at launch, which were better than the Gran Turismo Sport. The graphics are still amazing. Um, the visuals aren't even a question, but the physics are still not that great. You can't race close with people in this game because you'll get bumped off. That's why I just don't play sport mode that much at all. I mean, it's usually private lobbies. Every very rarely do I play sport mode. I'll do a qualifying and then just hop on for a couple races, um, and you just can't race. That's not good. Um, yeah, so that's pretty much it. I don't really have a lot. I just want to be a short, quick uh, stream. So we'll see what they add towards the end of the year. We'll probably try to rank the cars that were added in 2024 and come up with a final decision on what we think is the best car. I don't think there's going to be a lot to choose from. They added a lot of VGTs and a lot of rust buckets. So um, yeah, they added the watch car and a bunch of other VGTs. They're just not very good. So yeah, probably won't be slim pickings. But and I guess they didn't add any tracks. They added 2 tracks this year so far. The snow track. I don't even think that was this year. Actually, I don't think they've added a track this year. They added the Spec 2 update. Added that Lake Louise, and I think that was in December. So they have done a pretty lackluster job of adding content. So, but yeah. So I'm glad you're. Yeah, I mean, livery editor is still pretty awesome. And again, the time trials are pretty fun. I do find those interesting. That's what I primarily do. Um, it's a car collecting game. Is what it is. It's the real car collection simulator. Um, all it wants you to do is wait around to see what they'll add, and see if you want to collect it. And that's that. It's just, oh yeah, we gave you 3 cars after 2.5 months, and they're visually stunning, but pretty meh cars. I mean, the GTR it's a there's even a GTR that didn't come over from sport. I think the '07 very bland. Um, the bland GTR is bland, but it was a fairly bland R35, and it didn't come over. The only car they had in there, I think, was the Nismo. So uh, and more Evos, more Evos. Uh, Again, Evo's a pretty interesting car. I mean, it's very high performance, but it's just a you know juiced up sedan. And they don't even have any Audi. They don't have no Audi sedans, no BMW sedans, no. Um, they have the Charger. They don't have Pontiac. Pontiac had the G8. Chevy had the SS that came out, was basically a Holden. It was a Holden. They don't have those in the game. Ford Falcon. I could put the Ford Falcon in there, or the Taurus SHO. Um, there's Fox Body Mustangs. That was my first car. 1988 Mustang GT 5 liter Fox Body. Is it in the game? No. It's a iconic car in the United States. Um, it's not in the game. Crazy. It really is crazy. There's several Camaros. Um, just a couple more Mustangs they haven't added. Again, they just completely Japanese game. Don't care about American cars. They do care slightly more, very slightly more for European cars. If it's a Porsche or a Lamborghini, it'll probably get added. They added rough, just a just a just modded Porsche is all it is. It's still cool, but yeah. So yeah, here's my opinions coming out, and then, that's what you come here for. Yeah, Doug's opinion, and yeah, we'll keep playing the game, whatever. Um, so, but I think you're probably looking at maybe one more update in this year, um, possibly be early December, pre Christmas. I mean, because they do have PlayStation Pro coming out, and they do have to update some of the software to utilize that. So uh, I don't see why they would add anything to this game if they're doing stuff for Pro. I don't know how many people are going to buy that PS Pro. Probably some people who have spare, $800 sitting in their pocket, um, just so they can get graphic improvements that you probably won't even notice. You know, so, but yeah, they've fallen off of VR. The VR support's kind of fallen off, and Sophie, but whatever. So, all right. Well, that's all I have. Dinner on the table, or should be on the table, hopefully. And again, thanks for watching, and thanks for listening to me ramble and barely look into the cars. But yeah, I don't have any desire to drive that van or the Evo. I've already driven an Evo. I only drove the Nissan because the time trial is available. So, all right, we'll hopefully do another stream later, um, to delve into something. There's already nothing here. So, all right, yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Everybody have a great night, and we'll see you on the next one.